Alright, what's going on, everybody? I know it's been a while, I think a month to be exact, but we're back, and I'm not sure if y'all can tell, but a lot has changed. So this is actually a new chassis. The other one, we actually had to sacrifice for some parts. Other than that, we've been trying to get back into it. It just was a little hard, just because everything going on, hard to get things, hard to get parts. Just been trying to stay afloat. It's been a mess. I know a lot of you have been going through the same thing. So other than that, we had to redo the frame rails on the chassis. This time we actually did get a lot further, and we have the rear subframe halfway mounted. Just need 2 more mounting points, and then we can work on the arms. Hopefully by the end of today we can get that done. But I guess, where do I start? I mean, we're fortunate enough to find this chassis for 20 bucks. I know you guys are probably wondering, like, where do you find these deals? But fortunately, I just found it on Facebook Marketplace. I hit up the guy. I was looking for some bolts to mount the rear subframe, and he was like, well, what if, you know, I just give you the whole car? I don't need it. He's like, it just sits outside and I'm just trying to get rid of it. So I was like, well, I don't have a trailer. He was nice enough to deliver it to the shop. So big shout out to him, and thank you so much. Hopefully you watch this one day or something. But we are putting it to good use, and unfortunately one of the 2 had to be sacrificed because we needed the rear arms or braces and mounts for the rear, since cutting the rear ones will be a giant disaster, and I didn't really want to do that. So other than that, it's been pretty easy. Nothing, the only thing that sucked was redoing everything where we started all the way back to this point. But fortunately we got past all that, and now we're rear subframe mounted. Just 2 more points, measuring that up. Like I said, hopefully by today we have it done, but not much more. As you can see, we transferred, only other thing that there was no interior in the other car, so we transferred the dash and we scrapped the rest of the chassis. Just, you know, got rid of it, and a lot of just starting over again. But it seems like we're in a little bit further spot now, so let me just show you what we've done. Alright, so as y'all can see, these are the tubes we had to install. So we used a 1-inch drill bit, or not 1-inch, hole saw. It's somewhere around here. It's actually right here. So I'm sorry I didn't document this, but it was just kind of a in the moment thing, and we just started going at it. But anyways, this pretty much here is the tube we've got through. I just tacked it on just to make sure everything's on, just here too. So I still gotta clean the frame rails a lot better. And these are the perches I took off the old frame rails. So mounted them up. They're just tacked, everything is just tacked in place for now, just to make sure that we have everything in the correct spot. So as you can see, the tube in there is going through the frame rail. I'm not sure if you could see the back of it, but the little stud that centers the frame, we try to get it as close, like, to perfect as we could. Kind of hard, but we did our best. So now the only thing is that when modifying a car this much, you don't realize how much things have to change, since the original front points or secondary points from here are kind of offset on the frame rail. As you can see, this one is like straight in the middle, and then this one's off to the side, and the frame rail kicks down, so it is essentially shorter. So we will be needing some longer bolts for this frame rail. just because we don't have that same kick down or that angle for it, so it adds like an inch or two. No big deal. Only other bad thing too is that these are the mounts for the front section of it, but ooh, sorry about that. And since it is longer, it's a lot longer, so it's gonna be necessary to make some mounts, I guess you could say. So kind of won't be a big deal, but yeah, other than that, we did the front frame rails again and got a lot farther than last time. So we will be, like I said, I'm sorry about not being able to show this whole thing, but we just started, and it just GoPros were dead and it was just a mess yesterday, so we just got it done, you know, didn't spend too much time. I figured y'all wanted to see some update. All right, well, just showing y'all the progress from last time. I'm not sure where I dropped the camera earlier today, but I think it was somewhere around making the holes for the frame rail. And here's the progress so far. Really didn't do a time lapse or anything, just because I've been trying to figure out these damn holes this whole morning. So it was a lot of measuring and stuff, but we got the tubes going straight through. And the next thing we're gonna have to do is just make our own out of another piece of frame. I think this one's a little too short. Or no, I think it's actually just right. So we'll be using that one, making a little box around here, and then just same thing as this one here. But for now, I think all I have to do is finish welding up the tubes. I gotta do the tops, and I gotta do the bottom right here. I gotta take this plate off, then do the same thing with the tube, then weld the plate on, clean the frame rails so there's no rust, and then yeah, just keep going from there. Hopefully we'll have the A-arms on today, and then hopefully by tomorrow we can start welding the top ones on and get sooner to, or getting closer to putting it on the ground finally. Other than that, it would be trying to mount the engine, make the engine mounts for that. Shouldn't be too bad. The only thing else that I think might need to happen is the frame's gonna have to be, or not the, well, support, whatever you want to call it, frame support, subframe, there you go. I'm just beat, can't think of words right now. But yeah, we're just probably gonna have to clearance the subframe, and then the engine has to go forward about, I would say, 2 to 4 inches, maybe somewhere around there. So we'll be getting back to it real quick, and just keep going from there. Hopefully we get it done somewhere. I don't know, I'm just gonna stop talking. Just keep going.
See you on the other side. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Alright, so as you can see, the tube now goes through the little bracket thing, and just need to even it out a little bit. We'll 3 little tack welds for now, and we're gonna put the subframe on right now and then go from there. Alright. You gotta use whatever you can. Look, I use my chin and shit.
Shit, my bad.
All good?
Somewhat.
They're lock nuts, so they kind of get
I got to keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. See you on the other side.
Alright, so after a very, very long day, we got most of the, well, actually we got the whole subframe mounted, as you can see. The lower A-arms are just, just bolted through, but all in all, everything's welded. I still need to make the little plates for the front boxes, but I'm just gonna wait a little till I can get it on the lift, and since it's not going to be on the ground anytime soon, but for the most part it's all there and everything's welded up. It's on the subframe now, so now I have to now I have to get the transmission on the subframe now, and it's pretty leveled. Everything's good to go. The arm angles look like they're about the same. Measured a bunch of times, so I'm hoping everything's right. But now comes the hard part. I have to finish cutting these out. Ooh, sorry about that noise. I have to finish cutting these out, and these are gonna be kind of a pain, so it'll probably take me all day tomorrow. It's just such a pain just cutting and grinding, all that stuff. So hopefully I can get that done tomorrow pretty quickly. And other than that, I still have to do the other one, which is tucked back there somewhere. Probably see it. And that will be the ones that sit on top. And then once I get that done, I can get the spindles thrown on and start seeing about the sway bar and just getting stuff done. Once I get all that done, I'll move on to the engine. I still need to go a little bit forward, about, let's say, 2 to 3 inches. So that means I have to go forward 2 or 3 inches over here. And we still have the problem with the pan down there, so probably have to notch that subframe out a little bit. But other than that, it's going pretty straight forward. Nothing too crazy so far. Just a lot of measuring, which takes forever. So it seems pretty good so far. But with that said, I know it's been a while since we filmed anything, and I hope this just points you guys in the direction that we're going, and hopefully you guys want to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Like I said in the beginning, we're gonna be trying to hopefully get it driving by sometime in June. Rip a donut, a couple burnouts, have some fun with it. But hopefully take it to some events when all that stuff opens up and clears up. I am beat. I need some rest now, and tomorrow we'll just go back at it again. So I know this video has been all over the place, and like I said, hope you guys like it. And once again, please leave a like, you know, comment something. If you see something that's not right, just let me know. I read all the comments. I try to answer all the questions and everything. So yeah, all right, well, y'all have a good day, evening, night, I don't know, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Hopefully you have a good one. So